Yeah, hey folks, and welcome back to the sixth episode. And today it's going to be a lot of fun. Splish splash! Now we have the first lagoon, and I added there here. And I thought to myself, we have on the plaza a very nice view of the lower area, and what could be better for a lagoon? You can look inside from the upper platform, and yeah, it shouldn't be that big and still have enough space for a few very nice marine species. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with the surroundings and yeah, a little bit editing the landscape. But my focus was more on the lagoon area and with the border between the sections here and the area. And yeah, let's continue. Oh yeah, and then I saw that they had a Tyrannosaurus Dax, so I basically had to free him from this bug and then he could finally drink and everything is fine. Alrighty then. Then I wanted to choose the right stages for the sea creatures later. And for the first I added these concrete platform for more safety and a better construction look. But yeah, the statues come in a few seconds. And so I added a little bit with the shape from the border and so on. And then I think, yeah, it fits very well. And then I added some rocks around there. And yeah, it looks a little bit ugly for the first, but in combination with many plants and trees, yeah, then it fits better and better. Then I wanted to choose the right stages for the sea creatures on this new platform. And yeah, so the guests know what fabulous animals live in this lagoon, and then I looked at how best to arrange these statues. And after then I hope the guests can see the statues and know what they can expect in this lagoon. And yeah, my choice was for the Chonisaurus, the Ichthyosaurus and the lovely Archelon. Yeah, a bit more decoration, and then I also wanted all the statues and the area to be lit up a bit. And I prefer the blue shades for the lightning, and yeah, I think it fits in the combination with the statues. For so a marine section as well. So we want to be able to see the figures clearly at night, so I decided to use other lamps that and I place it into the rock so that they are not visible. And yeah, I hope you like it, and I think that's a very nice special effect for the nighttime. Yeah, after then, oopsie. I need a connection, a quick connection, so I could express the creatures. And it should be the Shonisaurus, Archelon, and the Ichthyosaurus. I think this is a good composition of peaceful creatures, and then let's see what they look like. Yeah, I decided for myself for 3 Shonisaurus, a few Archelon, and many small Ichthyos. And yeah, this is our first Shoni. And do you know, it is a genus of the Ichthyosaurus from the Upper Triassic of North America, with a length of 15 to 20 meters, and this genus was one of the largest Ichthyosaurus. And this dino was one of the biggest marine reptiles on Earth. But we know the size comparison in this game is not completely correct. Yeah, in this family they were completely adapted to life in water and lived exclusively in the sea. And yeah, a total of around 80 species have been described. They lived for over 150 million years and died out so around, I think, 90 million years ago at the beginning of the late Cretaceous, about 30 million years before to the extinction of the dinosaurs. And yeah, now we had seen the Archelon, and it's also an extinct genus of the sea turtle and relatives from the Upper Cretaceous of North America. And yes, one of the largest turtles that was discovered, and I love him. He's so beautiful and colorful and a real enrichment for our lagoons. Yeah, and here we have the Ichthyos, and that is the discovered from the Under-Jurassic period in Europe, and it is one of the best known Ichthyosauruses and also the eponymous genus of this group. Yeah. And most of them were just 2 meters long, and yeah, but we know most of the Jurassic World evolution dinosaurs haven't a correct size, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and so I added some decorations underwater, but I forgot the lightning system, but yeah, okay, I can do that offline later. And yeah, this is the first part of the time lapse, and after this, yeah, we switch to the next section. Yeah, then I spontaneously built an enclosure on this open space. It should be for a small dinosaur. And yeah, I later populated the area with pterodactyl. But we'll see about it later. And yeah, I was still unsure what to do with the dome, but yeah, so was my choice for a little flying reptile. Yeah. Then it was time to design the enclosure, and I wanted it to fit well into the landscape here, with the paths and elevation and so on. And yeah. And so I first designed the outlines again with these rocks. And after then I combined this with the rest of the plants, and so thinking about what is a good biome, and yeah, I decided to go for more the tiger trees in combination with the Mediterranean trees, and yeah, I think it's okay. And then I briefly thought about which dinosaur might be really cool for here, and yeah, I have an idea. But we wait a little bit, and then you can see what I added here inside. Perfect. So I wanted to try out this new mod for a feathered dinosaur, and then I decided on the Velociraptor, but more the paleo-accurate version, the Velociraptor mongoliensis, a small handsome carnivore with a high level of appealness. And yeah, I know that we already have the other raptor in the other attraction, but that's the version from Jurassic Park. I once read on a website that they call it the Velociraptor nugarensis and sonorensis. Yeah, it has a lot of rock DNA, and that's why without feathers and much larger than his ancestor, what you can see here. And I thought, yeah, that's a nice idea, why not? It was very spontaneous, and yeah, but raptors are very, very cool, and so I thought, yeah, why not? Yeah, and then I designed a small dome, and I decided on a small pterodactyl. Yeah. And I fill it up a little bit with plants, rocks, and so on, and build the outsides also again with the rock shapes. Put some plants into there, and yeah, I put these rocks under the observation gallery, and later then I have a little glitch problem with the flying reptile, and they can fly through the observation gallery to the rock, and this is a little bit funny, but yeah, okay. Doesn't matter. We spend not so much time in this aviarium, and yeah, it is a filler for the rest of the connection between the next attractions, and yeah, but why not? We love flying reptiles, and I decided later for a very, very small flying reptile, and you can see it in a few seconds. There is it, the Barbaridactylus. And yeah, it's a really pretty and smart pterosaur and suitable for this aviarium. And yep, I think it's a good choice. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, and after then I had built the remaining space between the Asian aviarium and to the connection to the lagoon. With a hotel section on a little bit higher level, and yeah, and so I placed shops and restaurants in between, and then I was spontaneously thought up some gardens around, and then designed them again with rocks and different plants. Yeah, I wanted it to be less dense, also not so dense and more open as possible. And yeah, I also think it's very important not to put too many large trees close together, and it's important we have enough room between the decorations and the building. And yeah, sometimes is it important, and I kept it relatively simple with the gardening building here. And yeah, and also is the appeal for the hotels very high due to the lagoon and raptor habitat. And yeah, I found the connection between the different areas well, also is well used. So and so we have a new guest area and a hotel to the near to the lagoon section and the Asian aviary. And yeah, why not? So we cannot have enough hotels and open spaces with a little bit garden and seating sections, but I added the rest of the decorations later, and after then we switched to the next part of this episode. And yeah, folks, I hope you liked the time lapse, and then we hear us a little bit later. Yo, I'm very sorry that the transitions from the soundtracks aren't perfect, but I'm constantly learning and I'm happy about it. Every new achievement, and I don't want the time lapse to be so boring, and I don't want you to chat the whole time, and that's why the music is always very nice. And yeah, now we come to the second lagoon, which I try to integrate into the sea in the offline time. And so we have a great surface, and it looks as if the seawater is inside the lagoon. And yeah, I worked back and forth with a long time to get this high difference right, and after I was sure, then yeah, I continued building and let the recording start. And then I thought for a while how best to make the connections with the roads, and it's not always easy to make the quickest and best decision, especially when the cliffs are very steep. But yeah, so I found a way, and I thought, yeah, so it fits to the both sides, and we have a good connection to the upper level. Afterwards, I also wanted to line the platform again with a concrete wall for more safety look. I imagine that such different heights also need protection, and the other lagoon has a lot of water inside, and in my opinion you also need a curtain amount of protection. And yeah, this was my task to this, and yeah, and in addition this is a lot of space and can be decorated so with walls and rocks, etc. And yeah, and so we have a new platform about the deeper lagoon, and yeah, I hope it fits, and I hope you like it too. And yeah, the design with the gas buildings was also a bit difficult, and I wanted to keep it relatively simple. And yeah, so I changed a little bit the arrangement and work again with the surrounding and some decorations, what we can see here. As you can see, choose the Mosasaurus, and after the Mosasaurus, the Styxosaurus. And yeah, the Mosa is a big attraction, and these marine reptile had the highest appeal. And yeah, why not? We need special dinosaurs for a special island, and the Mosasaurus is perfect for this. Yeah. The hanger is turned off for now, but I change it later when we have a final overview about the park, and yeah, so is it not in function now with the shark feeder. I'm sorry for this, but yeah, later I change this. The Mosasaurus was also a large marine reptile from the Upper Cretaceous period, and this genus gave the name to the Mosasauridae. He was one of the last most developed and largest Mosasaurus, and fossil evidence suggests that Mosasaurus was widespread throughout much of the Atlantic Ocean and adjacent waters. Sorry, I don't know how I pronounce this one word, but yeah, Mosasaurus was common, a large predator in these oceans and a dominant genus that was at the top of the food chain. Scientists believe he preyed on a virtually every animal, and its prey range include fish, sharks, birds, and some other marine reptiles such as sea turtles and other mosasaurs. And yeah, you had heard it. Unfortunately, it was exactly at this point that I had a problem again with the sound rate, and I had actually coordinated everything quite well, but I still have issues here with Shotcut, with the correct placement of the soundtracks, and yeah, please forgive me. Yeah, sorry. By the way, I love the Apple TV documentary Prehistoric Planet. I've never seen such a beautiful documentary about dinosaurs and sea creatures. Yeah, and what do you thinking about these documentation? But there are supposed to be more documentaries and series coming in the future, but I haven't seen the whole trailer yet. I think it was Netflix or maybe, yeah. No, I'm not sure, but I see the trailer this week, and then, yeah, let's see what is coming for us. Then I want to expand the plaza from the upper lagoon with some amenities, but I haven't customized. I do that later. And then I'm thinking about, okay, we have these amenities, what we can do for the rest of the plaza, and then I remember, hey, we have so huge fountains. Yeah, why not? And yeah, I later added with various statues and some atmospheric lighting to match the sea world theme what we have here with blue and greenish lights, and yeah, I hope it fits. So and also for the nighttime too. And yeah, to fill it lost space with decorations are the best thing. And yeah, what you can do. And yeah, and so I think we have a good overview when you stay on the plaza, on the border, and you can see down to the lower section with the ocean lagoon. And yeah, that's it. Okay, and here's a short overview of the new section to the ocean, and I hope you like the different levels and the connections. And yeah, it's a shame that we haven't more statues like these what I added here in this episode in game. And please, Frontier, add some statues for us in the next updates. And yeah, I hope so. And enjoy the short overlight. And so we have the finished section, and later I have a big new idea for the next episode, and then we go higher on the top of the mountain. But yeah, enjoy for the first, please, this view and the atmosphere in this park. Sorry, and yeah. And thank you for all your comments and likes, and I'm really grateful for your support, and have the best time again. And we see us very soon in the next episode. And yeah, right, you hear it right, then we go up to the mountain, and I'm thinking about aviaries are coming, and the innovation center. But yeah, enjoy for the first the overview and these great pictures, and we see us later in the next episode. And so I can say only on this point, bye bye. And yeah, we see us very soon. And hey, thanks for watching. Feel free to give me some comments, tips and tricks, or tell me whatever you will to know it, and we see us.